Good morning. Give it a second for folks to hop on. I've been busy getting my sweet stockings class cut and sent out. So if you have purchased that class from me, when you receive, hi Jewel, when you receive your video and with your PDF, that means that your package has gone to the post office. Good morning, everyone. Look at our 24-hour sale. Hi, Janie. Today, if you are a demonstrator, good morning, Kelly. If you're a demonstrator, remember today you will get your percentage plus 15% off. Hi, Robin. Hi, Diana. Good morning, Lynn. Yeah, you'll get your whatever percentage that you're at, like 20 or 25%, and then your 15% on top of that. So if you're a demonstrator, so isn't that wonderful? Good morning, Judith. Nice to see everyone. So if you order from me, then you're a customer. You will receive, if it's a $50 order, you will receive 2 free card kits and a pack of pearls, the basic jewels today, pearl basic jewels. I'm doing this until, let's see, until the 22nd. And then it'll switch to, from the 23rd to the 31st, it'll switch to the holiday rhinestones that I give away with a $50 order. But of course, if you place any size order, I always send you the free card kits, okay? Good morning, Mary. Hi, Carrie. Good morning, everyone. So yesterday, we made this beautiful accordion fold card with this week I'm focusing on the Eden's garden. So we made this yesterday. Isn't that fun? That is just fun. I love that. And the little belly band there, that's always a fun card. Anytime you add a belly band, it's fun, right? And then today we're going to do what this is called a bookbinding card. Just like that. I've never done one of these before. Very, very simple, and we'll go through the scoring together. Gosh, it is so cold here. I am not ready for this at all. I am absolutely not. If I'm already complaining and it's like 47 degrees out, I'm not going to make it through this winter. Well, you make it, but you know, it's like, oh my gosh. It's awful. So here we go with the Eden's Garden. Now here it is. And now the gems are available. So the entire collection right here is 160849. The entire collection. And you get that cotton paper and the specialty paper and the stamp set and the dies. Now, I said yesterday I've used every single stamp and every single die in the 4 cards that I've made for this week. Yeah, I also make, you know, you guys see 3, then I show the 4th one to you on Sunday because I make it for my team, but I've used every single one, and I always feel like I get the most bang for my buck when that happens. So let's go ahead and start with this card. The colors in here are Evening Evergreen and Soft Succulent. Good morning, Peggy. And that's what I've used really the whole week. And then I use this open weave, the Evening Evergreen open weave ribbon. So I'm really excited about that. That looks so pretty over there, doesn't it? Just a really nice card. So simple though, absolutely so simple. So I have all of my measurements here to the side, and we're going to talk first about what we have here to cut, okay? So we're going to score together. This piece is Soft Succulent at 11 by 4 1/4, scored at, it will be, we will do it, 5 1/2 and 6 3/4, and that's what makes that little book binding, but we're going to do that together. So it's 11 by 4 1/4, that's the piece you need. Then of Evening Evergreen, you need to cut 3 Evening Evergreen by 4 by 4, okay? And cut 1 at 1 by 4, okay? Then you need to cut of the Eden DSP, 3 by 3 1/4. You need to just cut 2 because see the inside of this one, we're gonna put this piece of basic white, And yes, I am so not ready for cold. I have my fireplace on. I know, Kelly. I don't like this. It's too early. Or I don't know. Yeah. I can only say I hope the winter goes by as fast as the summer did. Oh. So there's a lot of little pieces to this, and I'm going to post every bit of it after I get off of here. But in the beginning, I put the whole measurements on there. Like here, let me show you, because I printed these out. I have some notes at the bottom though. Okay, so I printed them out. See, so up here I have, and you'll see this when, oh, Thanksgiving card's done yesterday. Peggy got her Thanksgiving Halloween card's done. Yes, so happy. Yes, that's wonderful, Peggy. When you accomplish something, isn't that fantastic? But so when you see this is the first time I did all of the cut. What you do up here is cut, and here I did all of the assemble. So you'll use these pieces in here. I did not want you to think that you needed to cut them again, okay? But it was easier with this card because there are so many things to cut that I felt like we should do that first. Okay. So back to that. So yes, and then we have the Eden DSP. This is just 3/4 by 3 3/4. I have a piece of basic white here that we're going to stamp hello there on, and then we're going to corner round this so that it fits with our die that we cut out from the dies of the what are they called? Eden dies. Okay, so this piece of basic white is 3 by 1 3/8. I always hate doing the eighths, but this time we have to because it has to fit. See, it's this piece right here. Okay, and then we're going to put this little greenery around it. But if we had hi Julie, if we had this square, the points would stick out, okay? So I just used my little corner rounder, no biggie, right here on that trio punch, okay? Good morning from Ohio, thank you, and thank you for sharing. Okay, so, and then I got a little adhesive strip. I have some evening evergreen here. Here's what we're gonna cut out, okay? So I have evening evergreen at 2 1/4 by 3 3/4, and a piece of adhesive strip that's approximately 2 by 3 1/2. It needs to be a little bit smaller than the piece that you're working on, okay? Whenever you do that. All right, so we'll do that in just a few minutes. But the first thing that we need to do is score, okay? So this is like yesterday, the card that we did yesterday. The mechanism of the whole thing is this part right here. Good morning, Helen. Is this right here. And this is the important part of the card. If you get this wrong, the card will absolutely not come together right at all. Let me move my ink out of the way. And I need my arm out there. Good. Okay. So we have soft succulent, again, 11 by 4 1/4. That's a normal portrait size. You know, if we were going to score it, fold it over and decorate like that. Normal portrait size. But now we're going to score at 5 1/2. 5 1/2 right here. And 6 3/4 right here. Woo! Did you see? I almost got the slicer there. That has happened to all of us, has it not? Okay, did I get that right? 6 3/4. Yes. Okay. Now that looks just so odd when it's scored like that. But what you need to do is just fold it in half, just like you would a normal card at the 5 1/2 mark, and then take this one right here and fold it back. Now, when we glue this together, that gives us our card. So simple, right? Absolutely so simple. Okay, so again, 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2, 6 3/4, fold it over in half at the 5 1/2 score line. Let's go ahead and get our bone folder on this now and really fold that down, okay? And then fold it back on itself, okay? And then use your bone folder right here. Okay, I'm even going to turn it over and get these sides just so that I can get it as flat as I absolutely can. And now in here, that's going to be fantastic. Now in here, oh, Lynn just said she ordered the paper trimmer. It's a great paper trimmer. It really is. So now in here, we already have like a little line. See, from scoring, I can kind of see it. So, and then you just put your your adhesive here. You can use tear and tape. You can use Seal Plus. I'm going to use my Tombow. I even think the regular seal would be fine for this. It's not like it's, you know, a difficult fold. Hi, Roxanne. Now I'm going to take this and just fold it right up on itself. Ooh, I made it. Yes, good morning, Roxanne. Right like that. Okay, so this is the whole thing about this card is this. And that's how simple it is. Seriously simple. Okay, let's decorate this piece right here. So again, we have our evening evergreen. And this is, I'm calling this the small strip, okay, at 1 by 4. And the Eden DSP 3 1/4 by 3 3/4. And we're going to layer these on top of each other. And a lot of this card is seriously just layering and using your DSP. This DSP is so pretty. Absolutely beautiful. And I love evening evergreen and soft succulent. It absolutely gorgeous colors. Pretty greens, right? Okay, so let me put this right here. I'll put that on the top. I don't really think it matters. I just saw that this was swooping upwards, so I put that on the top. So that goes right there, okay? So now we have all of this decorated, and we'll place our ribbon in just a few minutes. Okay, now we have 3 panels here to decorate, and we have 2 pieces of the DSP that's at 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, or 2 pieces of the DSP, 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, and hi Mary, and 3 pieces of evening evergreen, 3 pieces of evening evergreen, 2 of the DSP, 4 by 4. Okay, so now we want to go ahead. Let's move one out of the way because we're going to decorate that in a minute. Now, 2 of these will get our DSP right here on top of them. So pretty. Hello from Montana. Hi, Mary. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sure that your time is early over there, huh? Earlier than what it is here on the East Coast. It's 10 o'clock here. So today, my daughter is at her very first physical therapy for her foot. We are hoping that they said that she can put 25% of the weight on it. So she's happy for that because she had to change jobs. Things just got really bad. It's 8 a.m. where Mary is, 7 here in Oregon. Oh my goodness, yes. Thank you for tuning in, guys. I hope maybe you're having your coffee or whatever you do in the morning. That and a little crafting's always well. So, yes, so we're going through a job change and physical therapy at the same time. So, that's how that went, yeah. All right, now this one for the inside of the card, we're going to just place this one right here on the inside, okay, without any DSP because we're going to make this in just a second. I have been using the Whimsy, Stitch with Whimsy dies a lot because we purchased them and I went wild over them when they came out. And then I realized that I wasn't using them enough. And I like to use my stuff because if I'm not using it, you know, I want to make sure that you guys, because I know you guys have purchased it, we're going to add these panels on also now. And yeah, I want you guys to use what you've purchased and it really looks pretty. Gives it just a little bit of a something different. Okay, so there's that panel. And now this part is done. And now let's put this on the front. And then we can have things out of the way while we construct the rest of the card, right? Okay, right there. Good. All right, now, what I want to do first is run this through, and this is the Stitch with Whimsy. This is good for like this is a 3x3 or 2, what is this? What did I say this was? It's easier just to measure. 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 piece. And then this little square goes on here, and honest guys, this is a boo-boo piece. So, but it's fine because see, it's going to go onto very dark cardstock and you don't see it, okay? I just wanted to show you that. All right, let's make this element now. Let's bring in the mini stamp cut and emboss machine. And we'll just place this right here. And this makes just a nice little intertwined border. You've been using the Whimsy dies. I know. Had an idea what to do with them. Exactly. I know. You know, and like when these came out, I went nuts over them because I was like, oh, something different to do. Thank you for sharing, Donna. Good morning. So, you know, I was like, oh, great, something different to do to the inside of the card, because I always decorate the inside of my card. But honest, guys, there's just so much that you can do to the inside of of a card, especially with like mailing. And sometimes you need things to be very flat, and this and that. So I thought that these were fantastic, but I am, look how pretty that is. Look at how cute. I love these because look, it just gives you just a little something different on the card. Along with, now we've got this something different, on the sides of the inside of the card. So, just a little something, something. Just a little something, something. Oh, hey, you know what? While we're at it, let's work with this. Here we go with some, Diana, I love these dies. Yes, for sure, for sure. Let's go ahead and work with this piece. And this was just for the adhesive. So this piece is 2 1/4 by 3 3/4. Hi, Jill. Thanks for sharing. And then we have an adhesive strip, 2 by 3 1/2. And you kind of always want your adhesive strip to be just really a little bit smaller, just almost, this really needs to be just a hair smaller, but I'll leave it just the way it is. But sometimes you just need it to be just a little bit smaller just because of the stickiness. So here we're going to take this off. I got lucky. I got a little folded part here that we can pick up right here. So one side, the very, very sticky side, of course you keep, and then this side just throw away. Okay, that's just your backing. All right, and I'm going to pull this other piece off. Same thing. And now on the side of the paper, and it really doesn't matter on this, they both look the same. But sometimes, on the gold, you have to put adhesive on one side. So you always want to put the adhesive on the back side of your project. So I'm going to take my adhesive here, which is very, very sticky. And I'm going to place this here. Okay, just like that. Perfect. And good morning, Patty. Look at all your little emojis. Look at your jack-o'-lantern. That's cute, Patty. That's really sweet. Now I flipped it over and we're going to work on the, the side that you see. Okay, so we're going to cut this out. Now, of course, you could use Tombow, but if you see on my card, this is not totally down all the way. See, these are kind of off. And yes, there's sticky behind there, but it doesn't matter. It was easier to put the adhesive strip here than use a bunch of Tombow, like that. So, I mean, not that you couldn't. You could if you don't have the adhesive strip, but you would just Tombow the bottom and then over here on the top, okay? Because some of this is going to hang off. All right, so let's go ahead and cut this. And because I have the adhesive strip, I'm going to run this through a couple of times because it is thicker. We're asking a lot of our little die to cut and our little machine here. So I'll run it through a few times, and especially that I'm live. It happens, right? Okay, I think we're so good. Look, that's wonderful. This came out wonderful. So we'll just throw that away. Barely any waste, right? Pop that out. And let's get this out of here. This came out really nice. Here we go. Ooh, look at that. Oh, that is so wonderful. How pretty, huh? That's a nice frame. Now, these are just, now I'm just going to get in here. You could pop these little things out, but you know what? I'm not going to, because I'm going to show you how the adhesive strips are just going to peel it off. And it's okay if you're off, because remember I said the outside of this is really not going to need the adhesive, but if you're putting the strip on, then that's just life, right? Okay, so we've got that. We've done this. Let me get that out of the way. So yes, I've been helping. My daughter is working a little bit at night, so I go and pick Mason up at the YMCA at about 5:30, 6 o'clock. He likes me to come at 6 because he wants to play. And so I go get him and I take him home and get his homework done, and then we wait for Mom to come home. So here's Hello There, and we're going to do that with Evening Evergreen. And then I'll open the Soft Succulent too. And we'll just go ahead and stamp on this little piece of basic white. It's 3 by 1 3/8, okay? I had to make the 3/8 because of the size opening of this thing, and I didn't want the white to really like come out of what I was trying to frame, okay? So, Evening Evergreen and Hello There. I love this Hello There. Good morning, Carol. I'm going to stamp this right in the center here, hopefully. Perfect. Okay. Now, I'm going to get my corner rounder. You stamp it first and then punch out your corners. So this is wonderful. See these little stays right there, those little stops? When you put this in, it puts it in there perfectly. If you don't have this, I know many of you already do. This was like a... See, and then on the other side, you just push it in to where it stops, and there's the little stopping point right there. And then you punch. And then put that side in and punch, and that side and punch. Okay, there we go. And it rounded the corners nicely, right? All right, let's move that aside. Let's bring in our little square here, and let's go ahead and stamp Let's Celebrate Everything, because I think that's fantastic. We should celebrate everything. And we're just going to stamp this up in this little corner up here. Just like that. Oh, that came out perfect. And now I'm just going to do this one. I love these little dots. I was talking the other day, like in the 80s, whenever we did anything, we always took like a little white pen and we put 3 dots. 3 little white dots. I so remember that. Stenciling, everything. It was always 3 little white dots. So this I'm going to do in the Soft Succulent. And then right there. That's so pretty. I like that. These are very light stamps, okay? They're very, very distinctive. Let me get my envelope here because we're going to use the same one. And in Soft Succulent, use the same stamp here. There we go. And our envelope is done that quick. Let's bring in our card base. Let me close these up. They're very juicy. I remember the dots. How funny, Carol, right? Yeah. Let's go ahead and add this to the center of the card. And that's fun, right? With those Stitch with Whimsy dies. And like I said, it was a boo-boo piece, but because I'm going down on very dark cardstock, it won't show. I need to do boo-boo envelopes, right? I usually do a boo-boo envelope class for the, remember the books? I don't know if you're new to following me. I've done these little things called boo-boo envelopes. You take your envelopes that you've made boo-boos on, and we make a little brag book out of it. Oh, I smudged that a little bit, didn't I? Let's see if we can erase that. That's light enough. I think we can. Yes. If you get to it real quick and it's light, you can erase, but most of the time, I don't have much stock in the erasing of ink. Love those little books. Thanks, Lynn. I know, right? I've got a pile of envelopes back here. That's funny. Okay, let's tie our ribbon now. Now, I rarely wrap ribbon, but for this, you want to. Now, you can easily put some seal or whatever you'd like back here to hold your ribbon if you wanted to. I didn't do that. It seemed to hold quite well after I tied the bow, but, if it's going to get, I don't know. I don't know if it's really necessary to put the tape back there, but you might want to. So I kind of just measure this up. I just got those erasers. Yeah, they're okay. I mean, your ink has to be very, very, very light, yeah, I have never had that great of luck with it. But if it's light enough, you will. And it's not really that you're erasing the ink. You're taking off some of the paper on the envelope. It's actually almost like sanding it. So look at that. That came out perfect. I got lucky on this bow, right? Came out really nice. So then I just adjust and I tighten and adjust and tighten and make my loops the same. Push this over here. You could also, you know, you could glue dot it if you wanted to, but I think it's really been staying just fine for me. But just in case, you know, if you feel like it needs to be secured, that's okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and cut these little tails back a little bit. Best snips in the crafting world, because the points are so, the tips are so pointy. So there's our ribbon. And your ribbon, when you put it on, it'll come out different every time, but it looks great. You got the perfect bow. I got lucky. I got very lucky because you know me, I'm a 10-second bow maker person. Now I'm going to take this, hi Susan, from Long Island. I'm going to take the sticky paper back here, and I'm lucky that I have a little part there that I can lift up that, you know, I didn't have it on, but just lift that off and look how the little dots come out with it. I wanted to show you that. Be careful pulling this. You don't want to stretch your paper because this is very, very thin. You know, honest, my first reaction is just to jerk this off, but I found out when I was making this card that that's not a smart thing to do. And so I always pass that on to you. And so there's the little dots. That's why I didn't poke them out. They just come out on that sticky strip. Okay, now this, oh, hold up. We have sticky strip on this, okay? Hold on. Oh, child. Okay. Okay. So I have my sticky strip right here. Let's see, let me get that one little piece off. Okay. Let's see, could you also attach the ribbon in between the fold, or would it be too much bulk? Oh, you might could do that. Mary's asking, hey Steve, Mary's asking, like, could you attach this ribbon before you put your glue in there and attach it in the fold and tie your bow and then glue it down? I think that would be fantastic. I might try that next time. I have the silicone mat here only because I'm sticky, okay? And I'm going to encircle this with what we made there, okay? And I'm just kind of getting my fingers out from under it first, making sure I've got it where I want it, and then I'm just going to push it down. Now, honest to goodness, it's okay if you do this on a surface. This is paper though, so I was afraid that it was going to stick, especially me being live on camera. And so that's why I brought the silicone mat in. But as you can see, you know, there's adhesive around there. So if you wanted to use Tombow, you could. But look how cute that came out. I know, right? Mary had a great idea. I love that. So here we go here. And now I'm going to add dimensionals back here. Okay. And we're almost done with our card. She must be done with physical therapy and wants to tell me how it went. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to put hello there on there. Look how pretty. That is so. When I added that, it made it, right? Now today, instead of using the holiday rhinestones, I used those yesterday, we're going to use some soft succulent and evening evergreen gems right here from the 2021-2023 in Color Jewel collection. So 2 small little succulents here, the color. I know, right? Thanks, Lynn. I know, that really made the card. This little element right here that took us close to nothing to make, okay? So it really did. And then I'm going to take a small evening evergreen one here and put it up here just to have some sparkle right there, along with all of our specialty paper that is just so beautiful. So here it is today. Remember, don't forget, if you are looking for wonderful buys, we have this wonderful 24-hour stamp sale today. Again, if you are a demonstrator, you get your percentage off plus this 15%. That's fantastic because many of my, in fact, my entire team is crafting demonstrators. So that is awesome. If you want to take off the sticky from the back, oh yeah, we could always embossing buddy it. Yes, after it's stamped. Yes, exactly. Carrie made that suggestion too. Oh, thank you, Julie. I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys being on here with me. Thank you. So here's our card for this morning. I hope this, oh, thank you, Donna. I hope this starts your day just fantastically. Thinking about this little fold here. It's so simple and so easy. And, you know, even though I use the evening or the Eden's Garden, okay, this makes a fantastic Christmas card. Okay, layout. This layout is beautiful. Little ruffled ribbon here. It would absolutely look beautiful. This would also make a great get well card, sympathy card, thinking of you card. This little fold is fantastic. It just all depends on what DSP you use and what set you're using. But it's the fold that makes the card. Just like the one that we did yesterday. It's the fold that makes the card. So remember, look this one up on YouTube or Facebook right here. That is an accordion fold card. And then we did this one today. And let's see, the stamp sale. And I know, I love the book fold. It's so simple. But it, and I love that then I have a 4x4 card, but it's an A2 size, okay? The card in here is 4x4. I was even saying the other day with one that I made, I don't really like to make gluey inside the ends to make it a credit card holder. Yes, definitely. Oh, definitely. Yes, you can make this a gift card holder easily. Just put a little triangle right there. No problem. Put a little strip down here of DSP. Slip your card in right there. No big deal on that. Easy peasy. These make fantastic little... you know, it's just not something that you'd ever find in the store, okay? So a fold like this or the accordion fold, something like that. So I hope that you will attempt to use it. It's very simple. Remember, it's the base that makes the card. Any way that you embellish it is any way that you embellish it. But it's the base with this one and the one yesterday that really makes the card. I so appreciate everyone. I'll be on Sunday and we'll be making another card with this absolutely beautiful collection. I'll be on at 7 o'clock and we'll have a little giveaway. I'm so excited for this sale today. Oh, here is my host code. If you order from me today, there is the host code. Thank you. And for the rest of the month, actually. So, but you know, today is just the big sale. So I thought I would tell you guys about that. I sure do appreciate you guys. Have a fantastically wonderful day. And yeah, just go to your craft space, do some happy crafting, and have a great day. Thanks for watching. I will see, yes, Patty, I will see my team on Friday at 7 for a Zoom meeting, and we'll have a lot of fun with that. It's a tag meeting. We're making Christmas tags. And then I will see you guys on Sunday at 7. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.